Hey everyone, stop right there. Imagine this. You're staring at a dusty old laptop in your closet, thinking it's nothing but e-waste, destined for the landfill. But what if I told you that with just a free download and 30 minutes of your time, you could transform that sluggish relic into a lightning-fast machine that handles browsing, streaming, and work like a champ? Boom, mind blown. Today we're tackling a real underdog, a beat-up Toshiba Satellite E450 from the early 2010s, complete with a 500 gigabyte hard disk drive, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and get this, a keyboard missing a few keys like it's been through a war zone. We're slapping Lubuntu on it, the lightweight Linux superhero that revives old tech. Stick around because by the end, you'll see why ditching old laptops is a rookie mistake. All right, let's dive deeper. Why bother with this? In a world obsessed with the latest gadgets, think shiny new M-series Macs or beastly gaming rigs, it's easy to forget that hardware from a decade ago isn't trash. It's just bogged down by bloated software. Windows 10, forget it. It demands resources this Toshiba can't spare. In Windows 11, you won't even get that to load. Enter Lubuntu, an Ubuntu variant tailored for low-spec machines. It uses the LXQT desktop, which is like a featherweight boxer. Agile, efficient, and punches way above its weight. On this setup with only 4 gigabytes RAM and a spinning hard drive, you'll get pretty fair boot times, semi-smooth multitasking, and 0 crashes from memory hogs. But wait, there's more to the story. This Toshiba Satellite E450 is a classic budget laptop from around 2010 to 2011, powered by an AMD E450 APU that's a dual-core processor at 1.65 gigahertz with integrated Radeon graphics. It's got a 15.6-inch screen, USB ports, and that 500 gigabyte hard drive with plenty of space for files. The missing keys? Maybe the spacebar's wonky or the arrows are gone, no enter key. Common on well-loved or abused machines. No sweat. Lubuntu supports external keyboards or on-screen alternatives seamlessly. This isn't just a tutorial or a knock at Microsoft. It's a manifesto against planned obsolescence. Manufacturers want you upgrading every 3 to 5 years. But why? Hint, it has to do with money. Linux like Lubuntu extends hardware life, reduces e-waste, and saves you cash. I've revived dozens of old laptops this way, from school donations to home servers. And trust me, it's addictive. Now, before we jump in, a quick disclaimer. This guide assumes basic tech comfort. If you're new to Linux, don't worry. Lubuntu's installer is user-friendly. We'll cover backups, potential hiccups, and alternatives if things go sideways. Also, while this is tailored to the Toshiba E450, the principles apply to any old laptop with similar specs. Think Dell Inspirons, HP Pavilions, or Acer Aspires from that same era. Ready? Let's prep our tools. First off, you need a working computer to set this up, or any Mac or PC will do. Head to the official Lubuntu site, that's lubuntu.me/downloads. Grab the latest LTS version. As of now, that's 22.04 or whatever's current in 2026. LTS means 5 years of updates, so your revived laptop stays secure without constant tinkering. Why LTS? Stability, baby. Experimental releases might have bells and whistles, but on old hardware, you want rock-solid performance. The ISO file is about 2 to 3 gigabytes, so download on a stable connection. Next, snag a USB drive, 4 gigabytes minimum, but 8 gigabytes is ideal. Avoid ancient USB 2.0 sticks if possible. USB 3.0 speeds up the process. Now, create a bootable USB. On Windows, use Rufus. It's free to download. It's pretty idiot-proof as well. Select your USB, pick the ISO, hit start. On Mac or Linux, Balena Etcher does the trick cross-platform. Pro tip, verify the ISO after download. Lubuntu provides checksums on their site. Use a tool like Hashcalc to match them. This ensures no corrupted files, saving you headaches later. Oh, and backups. That 500 gigabyte hard drive on your Toshiba might hold forgotten treasures. Old family photos, tax docs, or that novel you started in 2012. Plug in an external drive, even a cheap 1 terabyte one from Amazon, and copy everything. Or use cloud services like Google Drive or OneDrive. If the laptop's too slow, boot from a live USB first, we'll cover that, and back up from there. If your keyboard's mangled, say missing the enter key, grab a $10 USB keyboard from any store. It'll plug right in and work during the setup. Power on your Toshiba Satellite E450. As the Toshiba logo flashes, hammer the F12 key for the boot menu, or F2 to enter BIOS setup if needed. Check your model's manual online. In BIOS, ensure USB boot is enabled under the boot order tab. Save and exit with F10. Select the USB from the menu. It might appear as removable device or by brand. If keys are missing, that external keyboard saves the day here. Boom, you're in the Lubuntu live session. This is a full OS running from the USB. No install yet. It's your sandbox. Connect to Wi-Fi, open Firefox, stream a video on YouTube, edit a doc in LibreOffice. On this hardware, notice how responsive it is. No laggy animations. LXQT is minimalist bliss. Test hardware compatibility. Does the webcam work? Sound? Touchpad? The E450's Radeon graphics should play nice with open source drivers, no proprietary NVIDIA headaches. If Wi-Fi is finicky, Lubuntu might auto-detect. If not, we'll tweak post-install. Spend 10 to 15 minutes here. It's risk-free. Reboot without the USB and you're back to old Windows. This step sold me on a Linux years ago. It's like test driving a car before you buy it. Now for the main event. Double-click install Lubuntu. The Calamaris installer launches. It's a breeze, no command line proficiency required. Language and keyboard, pick your preference, and test the layout. If keys are AWOL, enable the on-screen keyboard from accessibility options or use that handy USB keyboard. Connect Wi-Fi now for updates during install. As for partitions, here's the meat. That 500 gigabyte hard drive, select Erase Disk and install Lubuntu for a clean state. It'll auto-partition, 500 megabytes EFI, 4 to 8 gigabytes swap, and the root for system files, and the rest for /home, your user data. For advanced users, manual partitioning lets you dual boot with Windows, but on old hardware, full Linux is best for performance. Username and password, keep it simple, strong password. Enable auto login if it's a home machine. Slideshow time. The installer chugs along, copying files. On this hard drive, expect 20 to 40 minutes, faster than Windows installs. It puts minimal packages, no bloat like Snap or Flatpak by default, though you can add them later. Potential pitfalls: if install hangs, check USB integrity or try a different port. Old batteries might die midway, plug it in. And definitely have patience. If the numlock key still lights up on your keyboard, just wait it out. Post-install, it prompts a reboot. Eject the USB, hit enter. Now you're fresh boot. Log in. First updates, open your terminal, Control-Alt-T or search terminal, sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade. Enter your password and let it fetch. This grabs security patches and optimizes. Keyboard woes and no USB keyboard? Install onboard. Sudo apt install onboard. Launch it from the menu. Virtual keys are at your fingertips with that. Now for customization. Right-click the desktop for settings, add widgets, change themes. LXQT is highly tweakable. Install software via Discover or apt. Some of the essentials are Chromium for web browsing, VLC for media, GIMP for editing. With 4 gigabytes RAM, avoid heavy apps, but you can run Docker lightly or turn this into a NAS with Samba. Gaming, retro emulators like RetroArch work great on the E450. Some performance hacks now. Install preload, sudo apt install preload to speed up app launches. For the hard drive, enable trim if it's an SSD, but it's not. Or just defrag occasionally. Wait, Linux doesn't need defrag like Windows. As for security, Lubuntu's firewall is off by default. Enable with sudo ufw enable. Add antivirus like ClamAV if you're paranoid. Let's geek out. Old laptops like the E450 suffer from software obesity. Windows accumulates cruft, updates, telemetry, Cortana, eating RAM. Lubuntu, under 500 megabytes idle RAM usage. On a cold boot, Windows might take 2 to 3 minutes on a hard drive. Lubuntu, a bit less. That 500 gigabyte drive? In Linux, the ext4 file system is efficient, no fragmentation issues. Pair with lightweight apps and it's golden for web, office, even coding in VS Code. Now the environmental impact. Reviving hardware cuts e-waste. Billions of tons yearly. Your action matters. This latest Windows 11 debacle created over 400 million pieces of new e-waste. Economically, you'll save 500 plus on a new laptop. You can even donate revived machines to schools or charities. If Lubuntu's too plain, try Xubuntu or Puppy Linux. But for balance, Lubuntu nails it. Whew! We've covered the resurrection of your Toshiba satellite E450 with Lubuntu, from dusty relic to daily driver. Remember, old doesn't mean obsolete. Linux unlocks potential, fights waste, and empowers you. Try it. Share your story in the comments. What old tech are you saving? Like, subscribe, hit that bell. Join the revolution against e-waste. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.